Hi, my name is Dana. I've worked at GlobalGiving for the past 3 years on the project team, and this is the story of Stella. Stella grew up in Kenya, and in 1993 she was in secondary school and had a great friend named Emily, and Emily actually found out she was pregnant, and so Stella counseled her that she should go to the headmaster of the school or talk to her parents and really seek out support in her situation. And after Emily did this, she was actually shunned by the community and kicked out of her home, and as a result Emily went and had an illegal abortion, and it didn't go well, and she was actually being transported to the hospital when she hemorrhaged and Emily died. And so this was of course really traumatic for Stella on a personal level, and she realized that it was a societal solution that was needed to address the issues facing young women in Kenya, and particularly those of teenage mothers. So in 2004, Stella posted a project on GlobalGiving requesting funding for the work they were doing with HIV/AIDS patients and families in Eldoret, Kenya, and she started getting bits of funding and small donations were coming through. In 2006, in the first quarter, they received $665 from GlobalGiving, and she posted an update with information down to the penny about how it had been spent, from $88 for antiretroviral drugs for people with HIV to $135 on checkups, so on and so forth. She has received 100% positive feedback from the GlobalGiving donors on her updates, and her first project on GlobalGiving went on to raise over $30,000. Unfortunately, in December 2007, the Kenyan elections happened, and the outcome was disputed, which led to weeks of violence and rioting and turmoil in the country. And Stella sent me an email in early January and said, "I'm even taking a huge risk to check my mail. Our country has been turned into a war zone. No food, no drugs, no transportation. It's simply hell." The news from Kenya unfortunately just got worse and worse throughout the month of January, as did the emails from Stella. And she sent me an email and said that she and her family had actually been receiving death threats for their work with in the camps in Kenya and helping internally displaced persons. And she said, even with increased violence, we're planning to visit the camps this weekend to provide food and water. And she said, say a prayer for us. Even under all of these circumstances, they continued going out to the camps when they could, doing everything from talent shows, distributing feminine hygiene products, bathing kids and giving them haircuts, and organizing peace marches for youth in the camps. I stayed in touch with Stella via email throughout February and March, and GlobalGiving also created an emergency fund for our partner organizations in Kenya, so we were able to send her small grants to support her work in Eldoret, supporting the communities, internally displaced persons, and all of their work in the camps in Kenya. Unfortunately, I'll be leaving GlobalGiving for a new job, and so when I emailed Stella to tell her this, she replied and said, "Thanks for all the splendid work, and I know our paths shall surely cross. I'm always there for you, either personally or otherwise, and I know you won't think twice about getting in touch for a sisterly chat. I have a tendency of crying when I have to say bye, so let me stop before I flood my keyboard. After all, you were just an email away, right? All the best, Stella."